Why would you choose to make yourself unhappy? Why? Now, I know you're wondering, how can I make myself unhappy? Yes, there are many ways that one can make themselves unhappy, knowingly or unknowingly. But I decided to go out and source using my personal experiences and, of course, experiences of other people around me. I decided to bring 10 ways you can make yourself unhappy unknowingly. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, lovely. If you are new, if you just see my face for the first time, welcome. I am that girl Sumi, and I make vlogs on lifestyle, entertainment, gist, gossip, on trending issues, fashion, beauty, health discussion, as well as stories. I am a storyteller, trust me, with a great vibe. Today's video, I decided to bring 10 reasons how one can make themselves unhappy. On my previous video, I made a video about ways that you can celebrate yourself. And I met someone recently, and when we sat down, the person was, talking about the video that I posted. The person was like, I don't think I can celebrate myself. It's like there is nothing that I've done that is worth celebrating. I'm like, are you kidding me? If you should, think back from where you left to this moment, definitely there is something worth celebrating, whether we like it or not. So this is the reason why I decided to go out of my way, gather realities on how people tend to make themselves unhappy unknowingly. That way you would get to know it and, try to avoid doing something like that, because life is all about happiness. That's the aim. That's the purpose of life. So if you're unhappy, it's a no-no. Not okay. The world is a large place for all of us to be happy. Like, you have to come to the happy side right now. So if you want to be on the happy side, then be sure to watch to the end of this video to see possible ways. Now, there are more than 10, but I decided to put up 10 ways that one can, of course, make themselves unhappy. So let's get on with it. One is when you compare your lives or the accomplishments of others, that would be really sad, because at the end of the day, you would realize that, first of all, we are not all equal. So you would just make yourself really, really unhappy, and you cannot change anything. Rather, you compare yourself to yourself. That is the best way. And it would be best if you rather appreciate your purpose, check on what you have done in life, no matter how little. Appreciate it. And of course, if there is any aspect in your life that you feel you need to improve, then go ahead. If you have actually identified an issue that you're not okay with, then work on it positively rather than comparing yourself to others. Because if you compare yourself to others, trust me, you'll be unhappy forever. And that's the wrong thing. Just stop doing that. It's high time you stop. Number 2 would be go along with what everyone tells you. That is you trying to please everybody. That's impossible. You cannot please everybody. So you need to stop, okay? A lot of people will try to act as if they know it all. They want to tell you what to do. They're the one that have the best advice for you. All I can say is whatever advice you've been given, sieve it well and then pick what works for you. If you want to embark on a journey or a project, then go to people that have experience on that project or people that are experts on that project, rather than just meeting random people who want to boost their ego and feel as if they know it all by telling you how to go about it. Okay, so what you need to do is do things for yourself. You can't please everybody. That's impossible. And plus, there are certain people that even if you should remove your life and give them, you still won't please them. So stop trying. All you need to do is just pay your dues. Whether it's appreciated or not, at least you've done yours. That's it. Period. Number 3, you live in a sea of negative voices. And when I mean sea, I mean like river, water. I remember putting a post about a prayer like, God protect me from evil people. And then a friend of mine was like, amen, and me too. So I'm pretty sure people around have experienced negative voices, like everyone, in one way or the other. So they're always there. All you need to do is just sit down, go back and relax. Pick up the early hours of the morning, say from 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m. Sit down, just meditate and just put a fence around you from negative voices, because they will always be there. Like I said, there are things that you do that you can never please people. And these negative people, it tends to say more about them than you. It's not about you, because if someone is actually complaining about some certain things that you're doing, if you should stop doing that thing, trust me, they'll find another thing to complain about. If you are not in their life, they could easily be complaining about a cat pooing, or their neighbor putting something in front of their door, or they're just people that they bring negativity, toxicity with them. So whatever you do, you cannot please those people. So pull them out, cover them. They're going to talk. It's going to be there, and no matter how much you try to fend them off, they won't go away. So why not be immune to them? Yeah, just put on your jacket like like a bounce back jacket. It'll come, bounce back, and then go back to them. Number 4, you beat yourself up at any sign of failure. Stop doing that. Everyone has failed in one way or the other in their lives. That is life, okay? That is life. You cannot change anything. Trust me, a lot of people have failed, some once, twice, some even up to 10 times, and at the last try, they will achieve a miraculous gift. So that's how it is. You can't keep bothering or keep, bringing yourself down just because you have failed in a certain project or something you're trying to pursue in life. Be happy. Just make sure you just sit down, meditate on it, and reflect on everything. Oh, I made a video about self-reflection, reflection of life. So yeah, the link will be up here. You can click on it and of course watch and air your opinion on what your thought is on, of course, reflection of life. And so as I was saying, when you sit down, all you need to do is sit, think of what you've done wrong on the previous project or the previous assignment, and then work on how you can make it better. That's it. Everyone feels. Stop beating yourself with every little failure. You end up being sad. You start putting some negativity, to your head. You start telling yourself you can't do it, you've tried and all that. No, when you try, it doesn't work. You get up, dust your feet. It's the most common saying, but yeah, you have to get up and continue. That is life. Number 5, you never mix things up, You never try something new. You've already created a box for yourself saying, I have to be in this box. Check. I'm not moving out of it. And that will make you sad, because life in general is random. Like, life changes. That's one thing that is common in life, change. So when the world is still evolving and you are telling yourself that you have to be in this box, you're not moving, that would be sick. That would be unhealthy. That won't make you happy. So reach out to things, try new things. No matter how hard you think you won't be able to scale to the other side of the river, trust me, you will make it as long as you try. That's the most important thing. Number 6, you spend too much of your time in the past and or in the future. You always think of what I would do, what I cannot do. Now, this is something I can relate with. This is something that I used to do. And this is something that I have walked, away from. I used to be like, I should have done this before. If I had done this 7 years ago, I would have moved this. If I don't know, I have to make sure the future is like this. Like, you can't predict the future. And of course, you cannot change the past. Everything happens when it's meant to happen. Everything starts manifesting at the moment that it's supposed to happen. So just forget the past. Focus on the present, And of course, the present will keep building until it makes your future clear. Easy does it. Number 7, you focus on what you don't have. Now, instead of you to look around, you check on the blessings in your life, You start thinking of what you don't have. You keep your mind on what you don't have. You have a car, but you're looking at your neighbor's car saying, oh, her car is bigger than mine. Oh, his car is bigger than mine. Then you make yourself sad. And you see, this one is even knowingly. It's not unknowingly. Because that would mean you're not content. You don't have this contentment. And no matter what, just look at people below you and you will realize that what you have is gold. So don't focus on what you don't have. Rather, focus on what you have and make do with it. Make it into something bigger. Number 8, you're always looking for or relying on external validation. Now, these people will not give you the validation that you need, because at the end of the day you realize that what maybe you have done something great, you did something that you've never done before, or you did something you are doing but for the first time you've made it to 85 to 87%, but you can't even celebrate. You're cheering yourself internally like, oh my god, and then you raise your head, look at the people around you, and then you see their faces and they're like, I expected you to be 97, and before you know it you won't celebrate yourself because you wanted them to be the one to tell you that you actually did good. Come on. All you need to do is tell yourself, as long as you're doing right by you are fine. Celebrate yourself. Don't wait for other people to tell you did well. You tried. See, even if you tried and failed, you need to clap for yourself because you tried. You don't need to wait. When you keep waiting for people to tell you that what you've done is good or not, they won't. Few people would, but most people actually envy you without you knowing. So even when you are growing or when you are succeeding, they won't clap for you, they won't applaud for you. If you are the kind of person that do not wait for them or wait for their approval, then you're good to go. You keep pushing and they keep watching and they can't do anything about it. But then if you're the kind of person that let them get to you, then they'll be killing you slowly, with their emotions, with their lack of support or lack of approval, and that would make you sad. So stop doing that. Only you yourself can approve what you've done and clap for yourself. So do it. When you start clapping for yourself, trust me, the other cheerleaders will join in. Number 9, you take things too seriously. Now, this is self-explanatory. Life isn't serious. Life is just life. Just flow with it. Let it take you wherever it takes you. As long as you have your guide, like you have a journal that you're writing your plans step by step, you'd be fine. Okay? So don't overthink things. Don't take things too serious because you'd end up being sad. And people will be out there having fun, but all you do is focus on, no, it has to be perfect. So please, be happy. Don't do that to yourself, please. And of course, last but not the least is you vent all the time. That's a sad thing to do. When you end up complaining all the time, you don't do any other thing but complain. Oh, this person did this. Oh, I did this. Oh, this person did this. Like, everybody is to blame except for yourself. You're the most perfect person, but everybody else is to blame. You end up, you end up being a nag. And you might think you're affecting people around you, but no, you're making yourself unhappy. Because that time you would have used instead to just sit down and draft certain things in your life that needs adjustments, and you can work on them. But then no, you choose to just sit down and keep venting, keep being angry at things that you cannot change. So what's the essence? My mom would always tell me when I get angry about certain things, I'm trying to, she'll be like, why are you angry? You can't change it. If you can change it, then just go and start working on it rather than just being angry and acting all frustrated. And I agree with her totally. I agree with her on that one. So please stop venting, rather try and make yourself happy. Now, these are the 10 things that I gathered on how you can make yourself unhappy unknowingly. So I just decided to share so you can know how to work on it, or if you have someone around you that is into one or two of this phase, then please help them work on it. Of course, you can share this video. Let's try to reach out to many people in order to make the world a happy place. I know some people will be like, that's not possible, but it is possible. There's nothing impossible in this world, Nabi. So I would say that I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you were enlightened on certain ways that we can work on ourselves in order to make ourselves happy. If you agree with some of the things I said or all of the things I said, or disagree, of course, then you can share your thoughts on the comment section below. If you have someone around you whom you think have been going through one or two of these phases, then sure, share your experience. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, help video grow. I would appreciate that. And you can also follow me on my social media handles so we can get social. Until next time, it is that girl signing out. Bye.